ageless music, not no other way to do it. Everlasting melody, no conclusion. A true story is never ending, and ain't nothing else for me. Ageless music, not no other way to do it. Everlasting melody, no conclusion. A true story is never ending, and ain't nothing else for me.
You wanna hear me talking about the typical Friday night, the clubs and the flickering lights. But right now there's too many things that ain't right. Sometimes I feel stuck, out of luck, lost like the lights went off and I was a moth. Confusion is no illusion, vision is unclear from the problem solution.
Righty, so welcome to Ageless Music.
What up?
Featuring AZALEH
And KEENAN
yes.
on the track.
In the building. So we want to try something a little different. What we want to bring to the table, first, we want to introduce ourselves as artists and creatives. Secondly, we want to start providing a platform for other artists, right? That we think is fly, that we think, create ageless music, right?
Yep.
So it's a lot of people, that we're locating throughout social media. So we may be choosing you.
Yeah, you might play your music, so
yes.
We're trying to give you some marketing.
Yes.
Put you out there.
Yes.
We'll do your Instagram tags, everything. We got it all for you.
Yes. Just trying to promote good music. So what we decided to do is we are going to just do a conversation. And this is basically what it is. We're going to kind of talk about some topics, definitely that impacted us over this year, since we are going into 2020 in a week. Ain't that a week? It's less than that.
God. Man. I know a lot of people think they're going to go into 2021 and shit going to be a lot different, but we still in this pandemic shit, so shit might not change. So you gotta change.
Okay.
Don't wait for that shit,
This pandemic messed everybody up, okay? This is the longest I done ever stayed in Las Vegas in my fucking life.
That shit is pissing me off. And the fucking mask, having to get out your car, walk to the fucking front door, and then tell you.
that shit.
No, when they tell you, oh, you need your mask. It feel like it's fighting words. For some reason, I get mad as fuck. I'm like, nigga, get your mask. But I go back and get my mask.
Okay. Gotta protect yourself. You gotta use all precautions. But don't take that vaccine.
Nah.
Don't take that vaccine, people.
Give it like 3-4 years to a few people, might turn retarded or something. Let's see what happens first. I'm a wait, because I've been good. I've been working through all of this shit, so ain't shit changed for me, so I'm a wait. I'll let y'all get the vaccine, and I want to see the side effects, because they could be worse than the reason you getting the fucking vaccine.
Okay. Wake up, you ain't got no damn arm and shit. You should be falling off like fucking Vampire in Brooklyn. Let's talk about these topics. Okay, so you go ahead.
We talked about it. 2020.
Yes.
Thank God coming to an end. What was the things that affected you most during 2020?
Let me look at my list of things.
I know we got the same shit. I'm sure.
Okay. So I tried to put these in kind of like chronological order from, where they occurred. But 2020 went downhill for me when Kobe Bryant died. And his daughter.
That's on my shit.
I can't even tell y'all how emotional I really was behind it. And the fact that we had, Gayle King, asking Lisa these questions about Kobe, bringing up the old shit about Kobe.
Shit that don't matter right now. If you
Right.
ask me.
Right. And to me, that was just a disgrace. And it was a disgrace of journalism on her part. And I guess she tried to, revive herself with the R. Kelly interview. And I hate to say it, that was some funny shit. I found some jokes in that shit. First of all, he was sweating like a motherfucker that whole fucking time. Okay? It looked like he took an ecstasy pill before he started talking to Gail.
It looked like he just got left recess, nigga.
Okay?
With all the little girls.
Okay? He was just a hot mess. So that was for me. That was the first one. Secondly, I know a lot of people ain't really talking about this one, but I have to bring it up. You know, where's the justice for Nipsey Hussle?
That's a good one. They said that I was hearing that a lot of the dude's family that supposedly had something to do with it. I heard they was popping off, killing their family.
Well,
I heard like 4 of the dude's family members already got killed.
Yeah. And then
so he getting justice from the streets. The streets.
Well, the streets is talking, but
yeah.
You know, I got a couple of issues with some of the shit I done seen on social media, and I'm just gonna say it. I don't give a fuck. Fucking, I'm not feeling Cowboy, bro.
Who that?
I'm not feeling Cowboy, bro.
Who you talking about?
Cowboy was supposed to be Nipsey's homie.
Mm.
Cowboy was there when he was fucking murdered and assassinated, and now this nigga got stores and selling his t-shirts and walking around with stacks of fucking money. And got Nipsey all over his fucking motorcycle.
Yep. Could be some weird shit. That's something I'm gonna look into because I don't know nothing about that. Man.
Listen, Nipsey, I don't care. You know, people that do know me, you know me. I'm very spiritually in tune. And I'm going to tell you right now, that man is not resting. Okay? I'm just going to tell you. Spiritually, that man is not resting. So, that was another thing. I'm going to get emotional if I start talking about that. Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. You know? And I'm going to intertwine this with my other topic, which is number 4, that is Meg accused Tory Lanez of shooting her. Okay, so we're gonna intertwine those.
Accused? You don't think that happened?
He allegedly shot her.
Her foot looked fine though. It still looks.
Look, them hooves is fine because she was twerking on them 2 days later after she got fucking accused, supposedly shot. Them hooves ain't going nowhere. Okay? Now, I'm going to intertwine that. Now, Breonna Taylor, sleeping in her bed, getting ready to go to work the next day.
Still ain't shit happening.
But I'm going to say something, and it is no disrespect to her name, her legacy that we are, as a community, trying to build for her. But here's the problem. People are saying, oh, nothing happened. There's no, the police need to be arrested. They do need to be arrested. Absolutely. But the legality part, nobody knows. And what the legality part is that her family got paid. I think it was like $8 million or something like that. Between $5 and $8 million. Now, when you take that type of settlement and you get that type of money for a wrongful death, which it was, there is a clause in that motherfucking contract that says you will no longer pursue any additional legal prosecution towards the police department because that's who killed her. That's who paid her.
Yep. They paid them.
They paid them
to shut up, and that's it.
And
they took it.
And that's what people don't know that's out there. That don't know that they're, and I'm not saying that money, because money can't bring her back. Money still is not going to console their pain and their loss. And I'm not trying to dismiss that. But I'm just trying to say, people, like the majority, everybody's like, why ain't they getting locked up? Why ain't they getting arrested? Why ain't they doing this? Why ain't they doing that? That's not happening because the mother filed a lawsuit and she was paid, and there is a clause in that lawsuit that stops her from prosecution.
Yeah.
Now, stops her from pursuing prosecution against those that took her daughter's life. Now, let's roll that on into the horse, Megan Thee Stallion. Give me a moment, because I got to get my words right.
Well, I want to speak on what you were saying.
Oh, go ahead.
The whole fucking cops. When I was young, I was 13, I got beat by the police. And my folks took them to court, sued them, 5-year process. We got paid. It wasn't nothing to be happy about. I don't even know what the fuck happened to the money, because by the time I got paid, I was 19 years old. And we got paid. And I remember after the fact, I'm like, we got beat by the police in the mall. And Bears looked stupid as hell. The cops told my mom, because she came in there flipping, told my mom, shut up or you going to jail with your sons. Because I was with my brother. And we took the settlement. And I remember taking the settlement, and I remember my parents, they're just like, you know what, this shit is fucking long process. They put me on probation, all this shit. But the thing is when we got paid, everything was done. The cops still had their jobs, but to go back to the Breonna Taylor shit, it's like you're paying them, or they paying you
to
say, you know what,
basically,
we'll take this. Fuck what happened. Here's your money. You know, so it's like, it sucks. And I thank my parents. I don't diss them, but I thank them for even fighting, because a lot of folks won't even, go that far. But it's like, the reality is like, we can't judge people, and no matter what, the fucking cops that did that shit will get their fucking karma. They gotta live with it. I kind of am like, I can't wait till they get their justice for it, but it's a fucked up country. Just let their family live with the money they live, and let God or whoever y'all pray to do what he does, because he's gonna handle that situation regardless of what type of justice got served.
Exactly.
But I was just thinking that, and you was getting your words together for Meg. What Meg do? I like.
Well, let me just say what my mom always say: karma don't need no help, honey. Just let it rock. Okay, yeah, let's go back to that one. Okay, first of all, I'm not a hater in no way, shape, or form, and you know that. But I just gotta speak. I gotta speak what's on my heart and on my mind. So, when Meg Thee Stallion came upon the scene, she came to us with drama. She came in the game with drama. She was signed to Carl Crawford. And I'm going to get to the Breonna Taylor in one moment. I just got to give the timeline. So I want everybody to get my perspective and understand what I'm saying. So she comes in with Carl Crawford. She's stripping about the contract that she's with this man. He started putting her on the map, putting her in places. We started seeing her pop up. Then all of a sudden she's popping up, and to me, from what I was seeing, she was taking pictures with some of everybody. And to me, she was looking like a groupie. She wasn't looking like no artist. Okay. So now moving forward, you got the drama with Carl Crawford. Then you go to Roc Nation. Roc Nation signs you. Then, not even before the ink was dry and the money transferred, the Beyonce song leaks. Savage leaks. Now, Beyonce never promoted it. Never said nothing about it. Okay, so then you start getting numbers. Oh, I don't know what happened. Okay. We all know you leaked that shit. Okay. So then After that happens, then she gets shot. Allegedly. Now, let's talk about the code, the one-on-one code of girlfriends. Because I know on my team, my nigga is off limits if I'm with him or not with him. Period. These are the type of queens I roll with. Yo nigga off limits to me, I don't give a fuck if you dated him 8 years ago and I meet him cross country out here in fucking Vegas. That nigga still off limits. Okay, real talk. And this is the problem, you know, that we have. Motherfuckers is off limits. Okay? So, we all know what happened in that car. I know what happened in that car. And I ain't even have to be in that motherfucker. It's common motherfucking sense. So, first of all, if they asses would have stayed fucking home, like every motherfucking body else in the goddamn quarantine, the shit would never fucking happen. So let's address that first and foremost. Your ass was breaking the rules leaving anyway. Okay? If you wasn't Kylie's motherfucking neighbor, you shouldn't have been at her goddamn party. Now, if you had to drive to that motherfucker, you should have had your ass in your own motherfucking house. That goes for Tori, Megan, Kelsey, and the motherfucking driver. Should have had your ass at home. Now, the driver maybe not because he was working. Okay? Essential worker. Yeah, he's a driver. So, he get a pass. Okay?
Taking them to get it popping. Wasn't they going to a club or something?
No, they went to fucking Kylie's house.
Oh, it was a house?
They went to Kylie's house fucking party.
I just heard they got
no.
Shit and...
No. So, let me break it down.
Let's hear it.
Let me break it down from the female side. So, what happened was Tori, and see, people need to do their research. Tori always liked Kylie from before, but she was too young. She was underage. Okay? So, he was presented a situation where he could shoot his shot. Now, if she fell for it, she fell for it. If it worked for her and they wanted to smash or whatever, exchange or whatever. But Tori was wrong because Tori came up in there with Megan and Kelsey. He was wrong for that disrespect. Now, you come with a motherfucker and you ain't smashing none of them and y'all just hanging out, smoking, chilling, making music. That's one thing. Okay? But Tori was smashing both of them bitches. Now, he wasn't smashing Kelsey because Kelsey caught COVID. That's when you started seeing him on Megan's timeline. And then they was fucking around at that point. Now, at this event at Kylie's house is when Kelsey and Megan found out they was both fucking Tori. That's what popped off in the car. Megan's big ass was in the front seat. Tori and Kelsey was in the back. Kelsey mad because she like, she looking at Megan like, why you getting mad because Tori flirting with Kylie? Because she didn't know that Megan was bouncing on that dick during COVID. So she found out right then and there at Kylie's house that Megan was fucking Tori. And she was fucking Tori before Megan. So, what happened? Bitches came to blows in the car. Tori in the middle. Fucking gun falls out. Tori picks up the fucking gun. According to her, Tori shot her. Tori picked the gun up. But I'm going to tell you why she's going to lose her case. She's going to lose her case because the defense attorney going to ask her, Tori's attorney's going to ask her, how can you identify somebody if your back turned? How do you know he shot you? So that case is dismissed. That's why I be popping and shit to Tori's song The Most High, because I already know.
What was the significance? So there was a reason they put Is that why they had Kylie in the WAP video walking?
Yeah, like and then the WAP video. But see, they shot the WAP video before that shit happened.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that was after.
Yeah, no, they shot that shit before.
I'm like, why they just got her walking through here? Like,
right.
She was. I was like, it didn't make no sense to me. But I thought if.
Nah, she's supposed. Once again, she's supposed to be one of the bitches that got wet ass pussy. Now. Going in on Megan, I'm just saying she's messy. She's a great freestyler. I don't know what happened to the album because the album is trash. That Body Yaddy Yaddy is trash. The entire album is trash. It's a whole bunch of samples.
The video to Body is, I like it.
Okay, well.
She was killing it, but
Music
is different now. It's a lot different, unfortunately.
I am so tired of watching her twerk. Okay? Twerk your ass and get a book and write some real fucking shit. And I'm tired of you talking about your pussy because according to Tory Lanez, you can't take no dick. You doing all of that, but according to him, you can't take no dick. And then most people that brag about what they got below the waist
don't usually happen.
Normally, this shit is whack. Okay? Shit is whack. So, you telling me you got wet ass pussy, that means you ain't got no walls. Okay? Nigga smashing you, he ain't feeling shit. He ain't feeling nothing. No tightness, no nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Okay? So, I just think WAP is doing nothing for our young girls, but making us have to have conversations at an earlier time. Because I don't want my child asking me what WAP is. And there's no way I can keep it from her, but only so long. She can go to her cousin's house and they dancing to the shit in the room. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no way to protect them from that. But that's making us as women, as mothers, have earlier sexual conversations with our children that we should not be having at 5. Because everybody's, Cardi B. Only thing
you know what, too? It has a lot to do because you the type of person, like you said, you ain't going to have your daughter listening. Or, nobody going to be listening to that shit, And that's the thing, too. It really boils down to parenting when it comes to shit like that. Like, it has a lot to do with what you... Because there ain't no way of avoiding the bullshit in 2020 and definitely not 2021. So, it's like, you just gotta... You gotta fucking teach your kids something and stop letting them fucking use YouTube. Stop getting them cell phones. Let them watch fucking Mickey Mouse and fucking Bugs Bunny like I was. And your kids
on Saturday.
Your kids wouldn't be twerking. But,
okay.
I think music, there's all different types of music and it's been that way forever, But some of the shit, a lot of it ain't too inspiring.
Oh, no. I mean, and the sad part, going back to Megan, is I saw on my timeline. Now, I don't even know why she was on my timeline. It must have been somebody else because I don't follow her. She was twerking. And she got 6 million fucking views of her twerking. But...
So that's what I gotta do to get some views. I gotta twerk.
But, well, I ain't twerking. I'll battle you in dance hall. We can do some dance hall dancing, some Afrobeat dancing. I'll do that. But I'm not twerking.
Pussy bro contest.
Right. I'm not twerking. But the sad part is all 6 million of those views, not even a third of them bought her fucking album. So that shows you right there. Tells you right there. So going into her, with the good news was trash. And it had a whole bunch of samples, all 17 tracks.
Y'all don't know Good News. That's the name of the album that
Meg put out.
I like a few tracks on there, but certain music is just club, like dance to, turn it on the club's cool, but my age bracket, to be honest, I think a lot of us, we rather ride to some shit that we can feel, listen to.
Understand.
I'm not knocking whoever doing what they doing.
Comprehend.
Do you, but the shit I like to listen, I like to think and shit when I'm listening to my music. Of course, in the club, I want to hear some party shit, but for the most part, a lot of music is missing that fucking message.
Well, if you put on Take Care by Drake and Rihanna, I'm dancing to that. But I'm not dancing to nobody yada yada. I'm not dancing to that shit. Because the only thing you can do is fucking twerk to the shit. What dance moves you gonna do to that besides the shit that she doing? Okay, then you gotta sit at home with your girlfriends and try to choreograph all that shit so y'all look right when y'all do it on the dance floor. That's what most motherfuckers do. I'm not doing that shit. You can't do nothing but twerk. So going into her, utilizing and stating that she was a victim. Okay, so if she was a victim, I'm sorry she was a victim. Okay, if that's what she say, but I'm just telling you that my spirit know that she ain't telling the truth. Okay, and don't use Breonna Taylor's name in vain like that. Because she gonna sit here and say, "Oh, protect black women and Breonna Taylor." Let me tell you something, Megan. Okay? Breonna was in her fucking bed, sleep. Your ass was out past curfew on a fucking lockdown, twerking at somebody's motherfucking house. Okay? That lady was asleep in her bed, getting ready to go to work the next motherfucking day. You out with the Don Julio drinking.
I hope she at least had her mask on, though.
Bitch ain't had no goddamn mask on. She ain't had no goddamn mask on. Didn't nobody have no goddamn mask on. That bitch was in the pool with Kylie, smiling and shit on her feed. And I'm just talking about shit that I see. And this is just my motherfucking opinion. Okay? This is just me. This is my opinion. And I would tell Megan to her big ass face. I would tell her to her face, bitch. If you was at home, bitch, none of this shit would have happened. And then you getting drugged. So after the shooting, she said both feet. Why didn't we see both feet? Okay, let me tell you something. I had surgery. I had a hairline fracture in both of my toes. A hairline. Very small. I had surgery. 6 motherfucking weeks. A bitch was up like this. No sneakers. No sandals. I had to walk around with them big ass fucking mitts. I look like a fucking lion and shit. I had them big ass fucking black mitts on. Okay? So, all I'm saying is that don't use Breonna that way. And she basically mentioned Breonna Taylor as, protecting black women in association with her being a victim of gun violence. And that's not the same thing. And there's no comparison whatsoever. And people started dragging her for that. And then after that, then another lady came in and said she done stole a song. Then she had this shit with the designer where she stole a designer's dress and didn't get credit for it. Okay? And all of these people are black that she's having beef with. So you contradicting yourself. You stole from another creative. And slapped your name on it. It's like, okay, now it's hot. No, because guess what? She gonna have to pay for that. And I think probably by 2021, she's not gonna be popular. She's not gonna be popping. And for her to get Rapper of the Year for GQ, y'all really did not search too fucking hard to find a real fucking rapper. Because she can freestyle. I'll give her that. But if her album did the sales like Cardi B's album did or what have you, then I would be like, maybe. But she's not no Rapper of the Year. The same industry that's building her up is the same industry that's gonna tear her down.
Yep. As soon as the next person come in, that everybody, it's all you gotta have that real raw talent,
And she don't. So that was my number.
You gotta be consistent
5
with it in the music, because people will love you 1 second and then they won't fuck with you the next.
But she's going to be known as Megan Thee Stallion who lied on Tory Lanez. That's what's getting ready to happen. And how many people do you think are going to want to invest in her because her credibility is shot? Her credibility is shot.
We'll see. We'll see what happens in that case. I didn't know. That's a lot of stuff that I didn't even know anything about.
Yeah, so that happened.
So
and then, unfortunately, George Floyd. And then WAP goes #1 worldwide. We already discussed that. Meg Rapper of the Year. And now the Grammys are trash.
What's going on with the Grammys?
Because she's nominated for Grammys. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
But that's
Megan,
what I wonder. I never even really knew that the Grammys, are they going by like popularity or sales? A lot of people, I think, just go by popularity. I think that's what it has to do.
That's not what a Grammy is, though.
Exactly. You're supposed to go by numbers and all types of
Grammy
shit.
is about sales,
Exactly.
promotions, the artist fans, the streaming of the numbers. It's a whole thing. A Grammy is supposed to be like an achievement.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've reached the highest level
Exactly.
that I can reach in music. And you're not reaching there when you sampling 17 fucking tracks.
It's crazy how music is. You heard that track, I forgot who it is, but the track Then Leave. Get that money, then leave. That should be on the radio, and that's a hit. They just be sitting there.
I don't listen to the radio.
Exactly. The radio. Man,
I don't listen to the radio.
The only time I hear the radio is while I'm connecting my Bluetooth, and that shit come on, and then my music start playing. But that shit be on the radio, and it's crazy. People love it, but right now we got to realize it's a lot of kids. The people that support music ain't the same, and we got to support music back. Like, music is a fucking art. And I feel like it's not being treated that way anymore.
Oh, I agree. I definitely agree. I don't want to say it's not even an art. To me, I don't know how these people are considering what we're watching talent. That's not, if I want to see that shit, I'll go to fucking Magic City. Why the fuck do you have a fucking record deal? If you just want to shake your ass, you can go shake your ass at the strip club. There's a whole bunch of them here in Las Vegas that need girls. Shit, on Industrial. Get to it if you just want to shake your ass. But where? I don't understand it. I don't. And for somebody, because I'm very passionate about music, and I'm very passionate about what I put out and stuff. I just want to open a whole new genre of fucking artists that that's real. That ain't gotta fucking fake the funk, right? That ain't gotta fake the funk.
That's gonna happen.
Don't have to sell your dick or your pussy to get tracks. Bitches sucking dick for tracks. The fuck? Are you kidding me? You sucking dick for tracks, bro. I'm just like, that's why I said when I did that interview, the reason why I did that interview, because it's bitches doing that shit, bro.
The game has changed, but they was doing that shit back in the day. I'm sure all that shit was still popping off.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So.
Was that your
That's my list. So for 2021.
The crazy part is I can keep my shit simple. Because crazy as it sounds, look, what that say?
George Floyd.
What's that say?
We on a Breonna Taylor.
Okay, what this say?
Pandemic.
What this say right here?
Kobe Bryant.
Thank you.
See, that's why we vibe.
We on the same page because for me, when the Kobe Bryant shit happened, I remember that. I remember waking up, and this was the day before my birthday. If I'm not mistaken. My birthday is January 27th. I believe it was January 26th. Yep. I remember waking up, reading, and seeing that, and first thought was like, no, bullshit. Because how they have those fake. And then I seen that it was real, and that shit it was crazy. I grew up seeing the dude. I haven't been huge basketball, but I always watch some NBA playoffs, but But Kobe, that's like Jordan of our time, you know. So when I heard that shit fucking killed me. And then, like an hour later, I hear his daughter.
Yeah.
And at that age of 12, she's just now growing and becoming who she is, and like, you know, your family, like you don't expect your daughter not to be there. So I just imagine how his wife felt.
I felt
the
so
family.
bad. I felt
like,
so bad for
that
her.
shit was like depressing. And I remember like trying to, I mean, I enjoyed my birthday still, but it was just like, it was a lot of fucking sadness around the world at that time. And then the pandemic shit started popping
right
off,
after that.
It's like, we gotta stay in the house and people tripping over toilet paper. It's like, motherfucker, buy some soap. I'm gonna get me some soap.
I have a question for you.
I have to wipe my ass, I'll use a fucking sock, a t-shirt. I don't need to stock up on toilet paper. That's the last thing I'm gonna stock up on. I'm gonna get me some food. If I fucking have to shit and get in the shower, I'm gonna do that shit. But the toilet paper didn't make no sense.
You can sit up there, love.
It didn't make no sense.
This is more complicated.
Oh, okay.
The toilet paper.
Oh, okay. Okay, so during the pandemic, okay, so you said toilet paper. What was an item that you could not find that you got like really vexed about? Not like, don't say like toilet paper and like paper towels. Say like another item. Besides toilet paper and paper towels, what was the item? I know what my item was.
I know we was having bleach.
Yeah.
Having bleach around that. It was like any type of sanitizer.
Alcohol.
It was mainly that for me.
Peroxide. Everything was hard to find. Anything cleaning. Anything in regard that had bleach in it.
99.9% kills germs. That's what the fuck
real.
everybody was looking. So for me, it was ketchup.
Ketchup.
Listen, I went on a mission for 5 fucking days to get some fucking ketchup.
You should have called me. I had some in the cabinet.
See, I had all that cleaning shit, so I wasn't tripping. I had paper towels.
We should have hit you up.
My mom stocked that shit.
You had this ketchup for your bleach.
Okay, my mom stocked that shit. She was like, okay, a spray for, you know, a sandwich. What you making? No, but for real, like, I went to her. For real, I could not find ketchup. And I make cheese fries and shit like that, so I gotta have ketchup. And then, you know, being from the East Coast, you eat ketchup on your eggs.
Yeah, I know a lot of folks.
So it's like.
Is that where that's from?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people. I did that a few times, but I weirdly like syrup on my eggs.
I like
potatoes.
I've had that before.
Fucking breakfast plate that has some syrup on it. Yep. I don't know why. But yeah, that shit, that toilet paper shit was too much. But yeah, pretty much same shit. What really affected me the most was fucking travel restrictions and no concerts. Like, I just been imagining myself at a concert lately, watching videos on my TV, trying to vibe like I'm at a concert. She just had a concert the other night.
Okay.
But yeah,
concert on that Villa M. Yeah. Wait, that's my sponsor, Villa M.
Yeah, but pretty much the same shit. Like George Floyd, that whole issue, watching a man get murdered on TV like it's nothing. It's just crazy. And a lot of people think that the world and shit done got better, but nope. I feel like it's just the same or worse. But yeah, we can get into our questions because, like I said, all the shit 2020, we just said it.
Okay, so there's another thing I wanted to just say. So the Grammys, I will not be watching. I will not be tuned in. I can't entertain that fuckery. And then going into 2021, the violence in the music industry has got to stop. That's being fueled by social media. I just want to say that. I'm tired of seeing kings lose their lives, taken away from their children, taken away from their families. You know, because somebody said something or somebody, you know, did something or whatever.
We talked about this the other day, me and her. Stop flashing your goddamn money online.
Thank you.
And a lot of it ain't even their money. It's just for fucking.
Some of it's fake. Some of it's video money.
But
it's fake.
You gotta know how to ride, man. You gotta know how to ride. Like, if you got money, keep it to yourself. It ain't everybody's business. Enjoy it. You know, like, stop flashing your shit, because motherfuckers want what you got.
Look, it's not even that. We in a motherfucking pandemic. And
Ageless music, not no other way to do it. Everlasting melody, no conclusion. A true story is never ending, and ain't nothing else for me. Ageless music, not no other way to do it. Everlasting melody, no conclusion. A true story is never ending, and ain't nothing else for me.
I bet you wanna hear me talking about the typical Friday night, the clubs and the flickering lights. But right now, there's too many things that ain't right. Sometimes I feel stuck, out of luck, lost like the lights went off and I was a moth. Confusion is no illusion, vision is unclear from the problem solution.